Hello. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Hi guys. I don't remember the last time I went live, so bear with me. Let me know if you guys can hear me okay or if I should talk louder. I'm doing a little bit of a different setup this time. I usually go live on my bed, but because I'm going to be cooking later, I had to have a little table action. Hi, can you hear me? And this is also the first time that I did the premiere type of thing or the schedule. Okay, great. What is up? What time is it where you guys are? Oh, look who woke up for our live. Hello. Hi, baby. She's like, Mom, why are you talking? There's no one here. Hi, babe. Oh, Japan. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Adriana. Hi, Jackie. Okay, so it's the morning where most of you guys are. It is currently 11:01 p.m. here. And in this live stream, I'm going to be cooking my dinner. Usually I would eat dinner at 7 or 6, but I wanted to go live for you guys. So I'm going to do it here. And also, I'm really excited because on this live, I wanted to introduce you guys my box relaunch or restock. It's kind of a little bit of both. So if you guys remember, and I'm going to make this quick because I don't want this to be like a commercial. But if you guys remember, back in early summer, I launched my beauty box. Basically, I used to have a ton of acne scars, and I was able to find a few products that really helped fix my scars. I'm not going to lie, it was mostly this one. Oh, you know what? I think I forgot to put the lotion out. But there's also a lotion. It's like a balm that goes along with it. And then my face mask, and those literally helped get rid of so many of my scars. And I sold the box with a few other products. We did it for, I think, around $60. And it had like a $100 value or a $200 value, something like that. And I know a lot of you guys weren't able to get it just because of either time or money. And so what I did this time was I talked to the company and I said, hey, can we instead just do a few products, and that way we can get the price lower. So I picked out my favorite 3 products, the toner, the balm, and the face masks, which is all under here. And we're selling them for a lot cheaper, and if you want, you can add on a couple of my other favorite products. But that's just an option if you want to add them on, because I want to make sure you guys can get it for as cheap as possible. So that is that on that. I'm going to have the link on, pinned. And if you can't get it right now, it's not a big deal. I'm going to do what I can do to make sure that this is always available for you guys. I'm genuinely selling this, to help you, because I'm not kidding. My acne scars, they used to be terrible. I used to feel, my students used to ask me why I had a rash on my face. That's how bad it was. So yeah, that is that on that. That's all I'm going to mention on that. I might bring it up a little bit later for anyone new that comes in, but yeah, link will be down below. But anyways, how is everyone? I'm going to quickly scroll through to see what I missed. Yes, I'm in Busan right now. Oh, you're in South Africa. That's so cool. Hi, hi, hi. Hi, Kim. Hi, honey. Hi, Zoe. It has been so long since I've done a live. Anyways, we're going to be cooking. I'm going to wait until a little more people get on. There's already 100 people here. Wow. But we're going to be cooking with a gas stove tonight. I'm going to actually back up a little bit more. We're going to cook with a gas stove. So we'll see how that goes. My stove in my kitchen is gas. This is a butane stove, what you use when you go camping. And I bought this because I thought it would be fun to do a mukbang with it. And I might do more. Maybe I should get a grill for next time. Ooh, Texas, France, New York, New Jersey, Boston. Oh my gosh, you guys are all over. Switzerland? Thank you, Zoe. I won't start a fire. Ooh, Blackpink. I need to watch their Netflix movie. Well, I was in India. I don't know. I was actually thinking the other day, I really want to go to India, and I want to go to Jordan. Yeah. And I want to go gorilla, like looking for gorillas in the wild. Cleo is poking behind the pillow. Missouri. And you guys can ask questions or anything you want on this live stream. I just want to keep it really chill. But I'm not going to lie, guys, I'm getting hungry. So I think we should go and start cooking maybe. So I'm going to be right back. I have my ingredients on the counter. When are you moving to Seoul? By the end of November. I'm still apartment hunting. But things in Korea happen super quickly. So there's not really a huge rush. Like I could literally find an apartment and they'll be ready for me to move in within a couple days. So I'm not stressing myself too bad about it. Yeah, Tony, that's my worry. I literally stood there in the store because I bought this thing literally an hour ago. And I stood there for like an hour and I was like, am I going to blow my apartment up? Knock on wood. But we're actually just going to be using this for like a couple minutes and then I'm going to turn it off. Hello, UK. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm excited to move to Seoul. I don't have a boyfriend. No. 없어요. Am I gonna miss Busan so freaking much, you guys? I'm gonna like I literally on a daily basis I tear up when I'm walking outside because I'm gonna miss it here so much. And it's such a double-edged sword, if that makes sense, because like I'm so comfortable here and I love how it's Busan is a big city, but I feel like it's not so incredibly big that it's overwhelming. And not to say that Seoul is overwhelming, but I feel like Busan just is very homey to me, you know? I've only been here a year, but when you're abroad, a year goes by very quickly, but it feels like a long time. So yeah, I'm gonna have very mixed emotions and mixed feelings when I do move. It's okay. How are Cleo's eyes? They're still the same, still getting a little foggy, but she'll be okay. Why are you moving to Seoul? Yeah, I never really explained why, but it's just because I feel like it's time. The past year in Busan has been amazing, but when I think like practically, there is so much, you know what, I'm gonna turn that light on, it's so dark. There is so much more opportunity in Seoul. All of my friends live in Seoul. Like I literally have 3 friends in Busan. So all of my friends live in Seoul, and I feel like when you're abroad, the best way to keep growing, well, one of the best ways is by like stepping out of your comfort zone and moving. So thank you so much, Adriana. That's so sweet. What are Korean guys like? I've heard different things. We will talk more about the men after I drink more wine. How about that? Am I scared for a change? A little bit, but I actually feel a lot of comfort in knowing that I have quite a few friends in Seoul because I know like I'm not going to be lonely, if that makes sense. Have I met any Korean celebrities? I've actually met a couple and they've all been really nice. Don't you want to go back to USA? No. I want to visit, but I don't even want to visit right now, honestly. It's not the time. I'm scared that if I visit right now that I'll get COVID and I'll give it to my parents. So unfortunately, I'm not going to. Where do you want to visit the most, guys? There's so many places. Oh, and also, I know you guys are going to miss Busan, but I'm going to come back here. Like, I'm going to try and come here almost once a month, and I'm going to get, like, a nice Airbnb on the water and make some really aesthetic vlogs. Okay, I will be right back. I'm going to grab the ingredients so that we can start cooking this up. I am going to go ahead and move these products over as much as I can because I don't want them to, like, catch on fire or something. Oh, and then, oh, my box just fell. Yes, Ollie and I are going to be collabing a lot this December because I'm going to be doing Vlogmas. Yeah, I'm going to do Vlogmas. Oh, all right, 1 second. One second, guys. Alrighty. So, is this everything we need? Let me think. I think this is. Okay, so, hi, if you're just tuning in, what's up? Update on your Korean boyfriend. Zoe, you love asking questions about that. I'm here for it. Okay, so tonight we're going to be making, like, Korean-style carbonara pasta. So, I have the carbonara sauce. Okay, you guys can't even, like, see anything. Let's scoot back. Okay, let's get the wine bottle out. We have the carbonara sauce, and then we have broccoli right here. We have some shrimp, and then instead of noodles, we're going to be using some rice cake and rice cake style noodles. And I also need my scissors. So 1 second on that. Sorry, guys. I'm unprepared. And I'm going to try and look at the chat as much as I can while doing this, but I want to be careful. Okay. So let's go ahead and put our butane in. Okay, she's locked. And what we're gonna do first, let me look at the, oh God, I'm scared. I know, I'm scared too. Is your apartment still really hot? No, I actually have a story about that. My AC vents were blocked all summer, and that's why it was so hot. Have I ever tried Chinese thick glass noodles? I have, they're pretty good. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn her on. Oh, we're doing it, guys. This is like DIY camping. Okay, so we're gonna like literally do this really quick. I'm just gonna get the carbonara sauce in there. Okay, this is a little bit scary. I'm also gonna grab a spoon. Cleo's like, Mom, what the heck? She's like, I don't know how I feel about this, Mom. So basically, we just need this to heat up, and then we can add everything. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start adding everything now, because why not? So let's go ahead and add our shrimp in. It's been so long since I had carbonara pasta, actually. And we're gonna add the noodles last. All of this stuff, by the way, I actually cooked most of it already. So, like this broccoli is already cooked. It just has to be heated up. Oh, it's already boiling. Let's see, what are you guys saying? If you ever want to study in Korea, you can always do it over the summer if you want. Oh, thank you, Rachel. Oh, this smells so good, you guys. Do you guys ever cook with scissors? It's like something really common here, and I love it. When I worked at a pizza shop in the States, we cut the pizza with scissors, and it was like the greatest thing ever. Okay, I'm here for this butane gas stove. Do you guys see how quickly this started bubbling? Okay, let's add our noodles. So as you guys know, I'm obsessed with any kind of rice cake. Leo is not a fan of this. She's like over there scared. Can you guys see it bubbling? So can you be my rice cake? So I was talking to my bestie Annie today. And I told her, because she has a grill, like she has a handheld grill. And I was like, okay, This winter, I'm gonna come to your house and we're gonna do K-barbecue, and then my house we can do hot pot. You guys are all so sweet. Hey guys, look at this. This cooked so quickly. Welcome to my cooking show. Wow. The only thing that would make this better would be cheese melted on top. But cheese is expensive here, and it's really not the best for my skin. Hi, Lair. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, this is rice cake, broccoli, carbonara sauce, and shrimp. Oh, guys, spices. Okay, I should not put it on top. We need salt and pepper. Ah! Da, da, da. I need like a chef hat. Who do I think I am? Okay, I also need an Instagram photo of this before it blows up. Okay, no more Instagram. All right, I think I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off because it's pretty much cooked. I really want cheese tteokbokki. Girl, I always crave cheese tteokbokki. Thank you for waking up early for me. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat. Are you gonna miss your Busan apartment? Yes, I'm gonna miss this apartment so much. Like, oh, I love this apartment. It is my home. So the expectations for my next apartment are pretty dang high. What time am I gonna go to sleep? That's a good question. Probably like, I don't know, 1:30. So before we dig in, if you guys are just tuning in, I wanted to mention that my box has been restocked. If you guys saw back in early summer, I came out with Rebox, basically the products that saved my skin from my acne scars. And I was able to get the company to do it at a really, really low rate because I picked my 3 favorite products for this round. So if you missed it, if you want it, you can get it. Shipping only takes about 3 or 4 days. And shipping is cheap. It's like $5 or $6, which is, in my opinion, very cheap for international. When you moved to Korea, how many suitcases of clothes did you bring? I brought 1 big suitcase and 1 small suitcase. There's a lot of shopping here, so honestly, you don't need to bring that much. Yeah, I would just recommend like bringing like your favorite jeans, your favorite winter coat, and some like basic tops, and then the rest you can get here. Okay, let's go ahead and dig in because this looks good. Are you guys eating anything? Oh, the other thing I should do is take the butane out. Okay, now we don't have to worry about my apartment blowing up. Guys, I did it and my apartment didn't explode. All right. You guys can keep asking questions, by the way. Wow. Let me try and get you guys like a close-up of this. Whoa. So these are rice cake noodles. It's kind of like it's like spaghetti and gnocchi mixed together. You can get it at a Korean market if you're in the States. I'm gonna move a little bit closer so I can see the chat better. Oh, that carbonara sauce. Oh my gosh. Where's my spoon? Is it easy to find female sanitary products in Korea? Yeah, it's super easy. I had heard before coming here that it would be hard. It's not. Like, they're all over everywhere. Yes, Korea has H&M. They don't have PacSun, but there's H&M. I saw Hollister here once. H&M is like a really good store here though, like for finding clothes that will actually fit you no matter what your size is, whether you're small or big. If you have your bed downstairs, what do you put upstairs? Nothing. I have nothing upstairs, and I love it like that. Honestly, I love having a loft apartment, but I hate going upstairs, which is why I don't even know if I want to live in a loft in Seoul. I love loft apartments because you have the high ceilings, and it's nice to save space, but I never felt cozy being upstairs for some reason in my loft now. Like, I feel so much cozier having my bed downstairs. Deodorant, that's also pretty easy to find. The deodorant brands they have here aren't great though. So I would just stock up on your own. Do you feel safe living alone? Yes. And what's funny is last night, actually, well, look at this shrimp. Last night, I had a dream. It was a really messed up dream, honestly. I had a dream that I was like held hostage in my own house, but the dream took place in America. And honestly, and what happened in my dream was I was wearing like a luxury bag outside, and the bad guy, he saw me wearing this, and he followed me home, and then he held me hostage. And that would not happen in Korea. Like 99.9% chance that would not happen here. And I feel like that kind of stuff happens a lot in Western countries. I don't know. Maybe I'm biased. I don't know. Do any nail shops do acrylic, and is it expensive? I think here gel is more, like they do an extension with gel, and it costs on average, I think like 70 to 100. Did you have a dream about BTS? Oh my god, actually I did, guys. I had a dream. Like, this is so strange of me. I had a dream that Jungkook from BTS was my next door neighbor. What is going through my head? Like, I literally was acting like Jungkook was my freaking neighbor. What the heck? Oh! Even this broccoli. Ooh. Are you thinking of going back to the States for the holidays? I am not. I don't think it's going to happen. It's just not. This time last year, I did go back to the States last year for Christmas. And I'm pretty sure I already had my ticket booked by this time last year, but it's just not something that is feasible. Like, I could do it if I wanted to, but I would have to then, like, here's the issue. If I go back to the States to see my parents, obviously I'm going to want to see my hometown friends, and I genuinely am scared that I would catch COVID from one of them. It's nothing against them. It's just that, like, I see my friends on social media, like, they go out and they're always at places, and I'm so scared that I would catch COVID, give it to my parents. And obviously I'm not going to go fly across the world and not see my friends, if that makes sense. Hopefully that doesn't sound selfish. So yeah, I just don't think it's going to happen this year. I really would love to meet up with my parents in Hawaii once the situation gets better. And also, when I come back to Korea, I will have to quarantine for 2 weeks. So I think being gluten-free in Korea would be relatively easy, honestly. I think it would be easier to be gluten-free than vegetarian or vegan. And I'm kind of excited to have, like, my first Christmas alone. I know I'll probably, like, hang out with friends or something, but... And I'm going to do Vlogmas this Christmas, so I'm really excited. I'll probably vlog on Christmas. Oh, you guys, this is so good. And I'm glad I get to enjoy it with you. Let's see this. Cleo. Here, I'll move the pillow so you can see her. Oh! Cleo had a play date today, so she's exhausted. Will you get a tiny Christmas tree? I feel like I will. I should, just to get in the spirit. Are you doing any trips in the near future? This is the first time in a long time. I don't have anything planned. I might be going to Jeju around Halloween for like a commercial shoot, but that is not set in stone yet. But I definitely wanted to keep like a clear calendar for the next month just because finding an apartment is my top priority right now. Is Christmas big in Korea? Christmas is big, but it's not the same as it is in the States. It's not like a family holiday. It's a couple's holiday. So like you don't go hang out with your family on Christmas. You hang out, if you have like a significant other, you hang out with them. Sorry guys, I'm trying to read this. Sorry, it's moving so fast. Oh, I love Nongsan. Favorite memory in Korea? Ooh, I don't know, man. This summer was like beautiful. Just being able to experience all the different beaches, and I have a lot of little moments when I'm alone. Like if I'm on a train or I don't know, just having like a really good meal with someone or just having like a quick conversation with someone. I feel like I'm the type of person like I love to acknowledge the little things. Are the noodles sweet? I don't think they're sweet. They're more like creamy. Creamy and salt and peppery. Tips for starting a YouTube channel. I'm actually going to do a whole video about this soon. But I think just be authentic. That sounds so cliche. Be authentic, be consistent, and have a niche, if that makes sense. So like have a theme to your channel. It doesn't mean that every single one of your videos has to be the same, but you have to have like a select audience, I feel like, to get into YouTube's algorithm in a way. And you gotta be patient. So don't like expect to blow up after 5 videos. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years now. So I think my first 4 years I had like 20,000 subscribers maybe in 4 years. What is this food? This is kind of like a Korean style carbonara. So it's Korean rice cake noodles with shrimp, broccoli. Sorry guys, I gotta scroll up. Just on when your boyfriend moves away because you got COVID. Oh, that's harsh. I don't know. In my opinion, if you have COVID and your boyfriend breaks up with you because of that, head bread leaf, girl. Do you think you'll ever go back to teaching? I don't know. Probably not. Not because I didn't like it. I really loved it. But because I feel like that chapter is closed. Yeah, it's Fusion Tteokbokki. Thank you, Pink Punch. Thank you guys so much for being so active on here. This is so awesome. I feel hungry. Girl, that was me like 20 minutes ago. My stomach's been a grumbling for a few hours. Woo! What jobs can you get as a foreigner? There's actually a lot of jobs you can get. What I've learned is a lot about working in Korea is based off who you know. So you can get jobs in the entertainment industry. You can get jobs being a translator. You can work for a foreign company that has an office in Korea. I always hear people saying like, oh, it's like so hard to like get jobs as non-teachers, which is true. It's hard, but it's not impossible. Can you see yourself in Korea for the rest of your life? No, I cannot. Like Korea is not somewhere that I would want to retire. I love it here right now. I love it here for the next several years. But when I retire, girl, you're gonna find me on an island with a margarita in my hand. What other countries do you see yourself living in? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Do you keep a diary? I don't, but I want to start because like I had a diary when I was young, like middle school, and looking back at that thing is so cool. I really should have been keeping a diary by now. I feel like my YouTube channel is kind of my video diary, but there's a lot that goes on up here that I don't explain, obviously. I didn't mean I had COVID. I meant he left because he couldn't stay in the country because of COVID. Ooh. When you can FaceTime. Are Koreans understanding when they see you struggle with Korean? I think it's case by case. Like some are very understanding. I think some expect you to know Korean. It's definitely case by case. I've never had anyone be like mean to me though. You know what I mean? And if they are, I'm just like, whatever. I would never let it like make me upset. Does Korea have a retirement plan for foreigners? When you're working in Korea, you have money every month that goes towards like a pension. So it is kind of like a retirement plan, yeah. We're asked, how many countries have you been to? And what are your top 3? So I was born in England. So growing up, I went to England, France, Italy, Germany. I think that's it over in Europe. And then America, obviously. I've been to Japan, Korea, Bahamas, and Bermuda. So I think I've only been to 9 countries. And my top 3, Bermuda, Japan was awesome. And I don't know about the third one. Hi, Erin. Part of me wants to say America for the third country because America is crazy big and there's so much to do there. Like, I would love to have a van one day and just road trip around America, but I'm so impatient and I wouldn't want to drive all day. Hi, Erin Zano. Would you like to travel to Thailand? Yes, girl. Yes. It's crazy to think about how, like, I guess once there's a COVID vaccine, like, tourism is going to be booming. Everyone's trying to travel. Can you speak some Spanish? Yes, I can, because I took Spanish for a few years. Can you be okay being a vegetarian? I actually was a vegetarian for several months back in college. It wasn't terrible, but like even now, my diet is mostly plant-based. You guys see I eat a lot of tofu and vegetables, but there are days that I just crave meat. Or if I'm out with friends, we'll order a meaty dish, and I wouldn't want to give that up, honestly. Hola, ¿cómo estás? It's funny because sometimes when I'm trying to speak Korean, I accidentally will like think of the Spanish word in my head. I only know English, little bit of Spanish, and a little bit of Korean. How do you learn Korean? A lot of times, like, you just pick it up, I guess. It helps a lot to, like, read a word and then, like, read it outside and look it up on your phone and be like, oh, that's what it means. But honestly, guys, I have not been studying lately. I've been bad. I've been busy, that's why. Did you go to college? Yes. I went to University of North Carolina at Charlotte for 4 years, and I almost dropped out. Kind of. I didn't actually, like, about to, but I was like, there was one summer that I was like, should I just drop out? How did you make friends in Korea? YouTube. Like, YouTube is literally how I made almost all of my friends. What was your major in college? Finance and economics. So I lived in, like, a big banking city, and I went to a school that had a great business school. So I was just like, okay, I'll study finance and economics. Honestly, I was driven by the fact that I knew I could get a job after college if I studied that. I didn't do it because I thought it would make me happy. I think it is easier to read Korean than hear it, honestly. Because, like, in Korea, there's a lot of different dialects. So just because someone's speaking to you in Korean doesn't mean you'll understand it, because if they're from Busan, they might be speaking it differently. Jeju Island has a completely different dialect. I'm not, like, friends with Q2 Han twins, but I love their videos. Like, I freaking love their videos so much. Are people in Korea friendly? They are. They're pretty friendly. I have a lot of human contact, I feel like, because of Cleo. Like, when I walk her all the time. And for the most part, they're friendly. Have I visited Korean countryside? It looks beautiful. I have, and it is so drop dead gorgeous. It's honestly a shame that my whole move is taking place in November, because that's going to take up a lot of time this fall, and I won't be able to travel as much in the fall as I would have hoped to. Were you ever scammed for being a foreigner? No. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some people in college, they definitely do follow their passion, but I grew up not in, like, the wealthiest type of family. So, like, my number one, I'm going to be, like, straight up, my number one concern, like, when I was a student was, okay, what do I need to study to make money? Yeah. And I never saw myself being, like, a doctor or anything like that, but I could have definitely seen myself, like, sitting in, like, a bank or something like that. How fast are you at reading Korean? I'm slow. And it's funny because a lot of times there's, like, Konglish words, and I'll read it really slow in Korean, and then I just realize that it's Konglish. I'm like, girl, where is your head? Sorry, guys, I'm trying to read this. You guys are all being so sweet. Salary of a teacher, I think after taxes, for a beginning teacher, it's about $1,800 per month for a beginner teacher. But you got to remember, your rent is paid for, so you're not having to spend any of that money on your rent. You just got to pay for, like, your phone and food and anything else. It's really quite easy as a teacher to save money, but it's also really easy to spend it. Any K-pop groups that you like? There's a few. I'm not, like, super into K-pop. I like more K-rap. You can have any kind of degree to be a teacher here. Tips on saving up money to move to Korea. Well, if you're going to move here to be a teacher, your school will pay for the flight. I would recommend bringing about $2,000 when you move here. I feel like that is enough until when you get your first paycheck. And guys, just remember, no matter what like financial background you come from, you can do anything if you really try hard enough. Maybe not everything. I'm not going to say like you can be the president, but don't let money be like your one deterrent from doing something. Ooh, that's exciting. Spring 2022. Oh, Cleo, you're being so sweet. Are you going to go to Seoul Fashion Week? I believe it's been canceled because of COVID. What degree did you have? Finance and economics. How to apply as a teacher? You should look that up online because honestly, it was so long ago. I don't remember much of like the intense details. And there's also different types of programs, whether you want to work at public or private school. How is COVID there right now? So I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think Korea just went back to level 1. And so, you know, everywhere you go, like things are still pretty strict. Like you still have to check in with a QR. We have like a QR code system here. So if you go somewhere, you pull up the QR code reader on your phone and you check in. And some stores, they have like a limited capacity. Like Apple Store, they only let like 20 people in or something like that. But overall, the COVID situation is going really well. It's on the come up, I guess you could say. Are you gonna make videos with your Korean ex-boyfriend? We do not talk anymore. So yeah, that ship has sailed. America be like level 100. Oh, that's so sad. Yes, Kim, Yonsei is awesome. Will you be going to language school in Seoul? That is my plan, yes. Is Korea more interesting to live in? It's hard to compare. It's like apples and oranges because they're so different. You gotta remember, Korea is so small compared to America. For me, I feel like I'm living a much more interesting life living in Korea because I'm able to do so much more here and I'm able to travel so much more for so much cheaper and in such a faster amount of time. But I feel like America is such an interesting place to be also. Do you watch TV? No, I've literally never used my TV. Like I've never watched TV on there because I don't have cable. I just have an HDMI cord and I never use it. I'm not a big TV gal. I'm a YouTuber. I like YouTubers. Going to be like Handmaid's Tale. What country do you want to live in besides Korea? I have no idea. Have you seen cute couples? Yes, there's cute couples everywhere. I love them. They're cute. Oh, NC State represent. I applied for state. I didn't get in. I didn't have the grades. I applied for NC State and I knew I wasn't going to get in, but I still did it. Are you an introvert or an extrovert? It depends on who I'm with. If I get good vibes, even if I just met you, if I get a good vibe from you, then I'm an extrovert. But if I get like a weird, like, I don't know about you, I'm an introvert. Like some people have told me when I first meet them that I am a bitch. And I don't mean to come off that way, but it's just that like if I don't know you and if I get a weird vibe from you, then I just stay to myself. Byler, thank you for coming. Yes, I will drink lots of water. Thank you. Thank you for that reminder. Thank you, Anna. That's so sweet. Hi, Emily. Oh my god, you got a dream that we went to a cafe. That's so cute. Oh, that's so cute. I love it. You can just prepare to teach in Korea 3 months before. Like, if you start doing your stuff 3 months before, you can be there within 3 months. You don't need to do anything, like, longer than that. Oh my gosh, Minji. That is so amazing that you've been following me since freshman year of high school. Any collabs are coming up? I actually don't have any collabs planned. If you guys want me to collab with anyone, let me know and I can hit them up. I should do a video speaking only Korean. I would make a damn fool of myself. I actually don't know who Stay is. Who is that? Erna! Okay, I should hit up Erna. I miss her. She's so cute. Erna is literally one of the nicest, chillest people I think I've ever met in my life. He got asked to marry someone on Holotalk. That's funny. Sorry, guys. Let me check my phone. Stray Kids. Oh my god, love Stray Kids. Literally love Stray Kids. Do you think Rosetta Stone Lifetime is worth it? Yes, Rosetta Stone. Like I know I'm sponsored by them. 1 second, guys. I am sponsored by Rosetta Stone. That's not a secret. But yo, they are good. And what's cool about Rosetta Stone is there's so many different ways. I feel like this is an ad now. There's so many, and I don't even have any more sponsors with them, so this is not an ad. But there's so many different ways you can study. They have audio, they have like speaking, you can connect your microphone, they have reading, they have flashcards, and then there's tons of different topics. So it's actually like a practical way of learning because you're not just focusing on one aspect. Like you're learning grammar, you're learning vocab, conversation, listening, and they have an app. If there was one way that I could study for the rest of my life, it would probably be with Rosetta Stone. Do you think Chinese Americans have a chance in the Korean music industry? It's definitely. There are plenty of like foreigners in K-pop world. What's the time difference in North Carolina and Busan? So the way I remember it is I go back 12 hours, so it's 11:48 here, and then I subtract 1 more hour, so it's 10:48 in North Carolina from Eastern Zone. I want to get a tarot card reading, and I want to do a video. When I move to Seoul, I mean, there's so many more foreign-friendly things like that in Seoul, so I think I want to do that in Seoul, tarot card reading. I'm trying to see what my future holds because I don't know. So I hope someone does. How do you work with Korean travel agencies? I just get contacted by them and I get to go on fun trips and I thank you guys every single night. I'm not kidding. Every single night when I go to sleep, I think, I'm not religious, but I thank the universe or God, whatever I believe in, I don't know, for you guys because I could not do any of this stuff without you guys. So I hope you know that. I'll never be one of those YouTubers that is not grateful for my subscribers. How long will this live be up for? I think I'm gonna leave it up for like ever. Where is the best place to live in Seoul? I have no idea because I don't live in Seoul. So maybe this time next year I can tell you guys that. How do Korean guys flirt? Girl, don't get me started. They don't. Oh, that's so sweet, Brianna. Hi, Ishwari. Can you spill some tea on dating in Korea? I feel like I need to make like a Patreon or an OnlyFans because it's not appropriate for YouTube. Let's be real. It's not. And I don't want like my stuff like that just like out on YouTube. But I don't mind sharing it. I just don't want to have it on YouTube, you know? How do you adjust to the time zone? You just sleep a lot for like the first day or so when you get here. But actually, I started working the morning after I got here, so I didn't have any time to adjust. I just did. If you only have one day to visit Busan, where should you go? I would recommend the like Hyundai area, but not just being on the beach. There are so many beautiful, like there's a temple in Kijang, which is like right past Hyundai. And there's some beautiful cafes. There's a sky view. Like Busan is so amazing. And I hope people don't think I don't like it just because I'm moving away. Do you ever think you will want a job? Of course. Of course. This is just a really weird time in my life that I'm not working. So it's not always going to be like this. How are your under eyes after your surgery recovery? They're doing great. It's funny because when I first had the surgery, it was so puffy, but now, oh, hi, Cleo. Don't worry. I'm not getting another surgery, Cleo. I know you heard me say that. Don't worry. Go back to sleep. Is Botox popular in Korea? It is very popular. It's very cheap too, but I don't do that. I do not. Tips for preparing to do ESL teaching in Korea. Have patience. And you have to know, I have a friend who's moving to Korea soon, and I was explaining this to her because she's going to come here and be a teacher next year. The harsh reality of it, and I don't want to say this to like discourage anyone that wants to move here, but when you work for a private school like I did, they 9 times out of 10 they don't care about you. And I know that sounds so sad, but based off the experiences that I've heard, I will say my boss, she seemed to care a lot about me, but in the grand scheme of things, as a foreign teacher, you're disposable because there are plenty other foreigners that want to come here. So like, if you are sick one day, you're going to be expected to come to work, or if you feel overwhelmed, you're going to be expected to push through it. Or if you have some kind of last minute assignment put on your desk, you're going to be expected to just deal with it. And yeah, so that's the tea. Just prepare yourself by knowing that your opinion a lot of times won't really matter if you're working in a school. Yeah. Especially because Hagwon's working in a private school, it's a business. Even though it is a school, it's a business. Like those owners are there to make money. And you're there to help them make money. Are you getting any more surgeries? No. I'm not. If I get anything, I want like freaking liposuction on my legs. But I'm going to try and hit the gym this winter so we don't have to do that. We're going to Hagwon and Changwon and completely agree with you. Yeah, Crystal. It's hard to explain that to someone that is not living here yet. And like, once again, I don't want to discourage people when I say that like they don't care about you. It's not that they like want you to get hurt or they want you to be upset. But like, if they upset you, they don't care. You know what I mean? Because you're just a foreigner, you know? You're just a foreigner. That's a lot of times how they see you. What am I eating? So earlier, we made Korean fusion carbonara with rice cake, broccoli, shrimp, salt, pepper, and carbonara sauce. How was the cool sculpting? It was dope. My stomach was actually kind of numb. It's supposed to be for like the next 2 weeks after it happened, but it's not numb anymore. And I can definitely tell a difference because Like I eat pretty well, but I also eat something like this. Like this is no nutritional value. Like the broccoli. No. So my diet hasn't really changed much. And I haven't been like running or anything like that. I actually had a surgery on my back the other day, so I haven't been doing any kind of like exercises, and I feel like my stomach fat is disappearing, so that's good. Best shopping place in Seoul. Hongdae is my favorite place to shop. Hongdae Fashion Street. What time do you go to sleep? Typically, I get in bed usually at this time, and then I will be asleep usually by like 1:30. My sleep schedule is not good, but I wake up early. I wake up at like 8. Do you ever get tired of filming on YouTube? I don't. I never get tired of it, but sometimes I want like a day break, if that makes sense. So sometimes I have to plan to film something, and I'll just be like, I don't want to do it today, but I'll know I want to do it tomorrow. So yeah, sometimes I just want a little break. For like a day, not like a week or something. If I don't do YouTube for a week, I feel like something is missing from me. Yeah, I was gonna say Myeongdong or Dongdaemun too about shopping. Yes, the live will be up, so if you guys have to leave, no worries. Hello, Brooklyn from North Carolina. Neighbor, ex-neighbor. Noticeable fashion trends in Korea. Trends are changing nonstop, I feel like. But I think in the winter, the biggest one is the trench coats, which I'm kind of hyped because I'm going to embrace the trench coat padding this winter. I'm going to do it. Is grocery shopping easy, or did it throw you under when you first came here? It's easy for me now because I'm in a routine. My diet did slightly change, I think, when I moved here. But it's not too bad. I would say the biggest difference is produce, like fruit and veg is just more expensive if you're going to go to a grocery store. If you shop at like a little market, there's a lot of these like street markets on like every block. If you shop there, it's a lot cheaper. I am so sad that the 2020 Olympics were canceled because I was trying to go. It's okay though, it's for a good reason. Not a good reason, but it's for the right reason. How would you suggest traveling around Korea in a short amount of time? First, look at a map and then circle all the places on the map that you want to go. Do some research and then figure out what's the most logical way to do it. Should you start in Seoul and then you can take the train all the way down Korea, or you can do buses. But I would maybe spend, I think, like, for big cities, you're going to want to be in a big city for at least 3 or 4 days. Small cities, 2 days, I know I've gone on a lot of these little trips here and there, and usually 2 days, I feel like I'm able to accomplish a lot, but a lot of times I wish I would have had an extra day. Oh, I got to sneeze. Excuse me. Excuse me. Are people super skinny? Not everyone. I feel like a lot of it is genetic. So, like the clothing sizes are smaller. For example, my leggings right now are from Nike. Typically at Nike, I would wear a size small. And in Korea, Nike, I wear a size medium. So it's just a little different. Have you ever gotten lost in the subway? When I first moved here, I don't even remember, but I know I did. Did moving to Korea help grow your channel? It definitely did. I was very surprised. I thought it would do the opposite. Does it ever feel overwhelming? Random moments. Not in like my day-to-day like routine, but I will say for example, I don't know, if I needed to call like a repairman for my sink, can I do that by myself? No. So I would either have to use some kind of third-party company, which they have those. There's third parties that can help translate to you, or I would have to rely on my friend. Here's an example. This is like so petty. The other day I ordered dunkus, which is like a pork cutlet. It's like a crispy pork cutlet. I always order it, but I always do it from like different restaurants. And this specific restaurant, the delivery guy came, he drops it off, and it had mustard all over it, which like the picture didn't show any mustard, description didn't have any mustard. I don't like mustard. I think it ruins things personally. That's just my opinion. And in that moment, I couldn't call a restaurant and be like, hey, I didn't want mustard. Like, I couldn't do that by myself. And that's not necessarily overwhelming, but it's something that was so out of my control. Something so little, you know, just wanting to call a restaurant. I couldn't do it, you know? And that's the fact I'm trying to say. So, yeah. But I have some good friends that did it for me. Would you ever get a car in Korea? I'm thinking about it. Not like now, obviously, but maybe like a few years later. I think I'm going to get my driver's license here, though, soon. Best touristy experience in Korea? I think wearing a hanbok. You guys have seen me in some of my videos wearing a hanbok and walking around some of the temples, and that is an amazing experience. And you're gonna feel so beautiful, and it's just so fun to take pictures. You gotta do it in the spring or the fall, though, because if you do it in the summer, you're gonna be so hot. Do you have a motto in life that you go by? Maybe not a motto, but I'm just a big believer in like what's meant to be will be. So like what's meant to be yours, like you'll get it. You know, if someone walks out of your life, that was meant to happen for a reason. How much were your hair extensions and how often do you have to get them done? Thank you, Rainbow. So these hair extensions, now keep in mind the prices vary depending on the salon. I went to maybe the most expensive salon, but only because he gave me a little bit of a discount to do a vlog. So I still paid, but I actually went to the salon that does almost all of the idols' hair. And these were like the longest extensions, which is funny because I told him I wanted to like here and he did to here, but I love this so much. And they do a perm when you get your hair extensions sometimes. So I had to get a straight perm and then the extensions, and it would be about $600 US. And you're supposed to get them done every 2 to 3 months. Thank you, Happy. That's so sweet. But I definitely want to get more hair extensions. I don't know if I want to go back to that salon. I love it. Like, I am so happy with this quality. But I'm wondering if I can get them done cheaper somewhere else. What time are you going to go to sleep? That's a good question. I love talking to you guys, so I'm having fun. Is Korean pronunciation hard? It's hard if you don't know Hangul, which is their alphabet and their phonics, or not phonics, their vowels, sorry. But once you learn that, it's easy to put everything together. I don't know if getting them redone is the same price. I would think it might be cheaper because I don't think I have to get a perm. Again, I would hope not. I don't want my hair to fry off. Hi, Catherine. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. Ooh, if you know a real estate agent, please DM me on Instagram. Do you ever get lonely? I will say so I have 2 best friends in Korea. One is in here in Busan and one is in Seoul. I didn't make those 2 best friends though until like April. Oh, also Ollie. Ollie is my 3rd best friend. So one in Seoul, one Busan, one Daegu. And you know, last fall and this past winter, there were days that I felt very lonely. But friendships take time, and I feel like that is so freaking important to remember. Like, when you come to a new country, it's not going to be easy. But trust me, there are friends here. They're waiting for you. They're waiting to meet you. You just got to wait, you know. And now that I have some solid friends that I literally text all day, I don't feel lonely much. If there are feelings of loneliness, it's just me wanting to like cuddle with my mom. And obviously like nothing can help fill that void, you know? Moving to Korea on your first day. So I arrived in Busan at about 11 p.m. And I had already been to Korea on vacation. But I got in at about 11. There was a driver that picked me up from the airport, and my boss met me at my apartment. My apartment was completely different than the photos they showed me. It was a shoebox, if you guys remember. It was smaller, so where I'm sitting to that window, my apartment was smaller than that. It was tiny. So it was completely different from the photos that my boss had shown me, and then I had to go to work at 8 a.m. the next morning. And so my boss took me to a cafe that night, like at midnight, and then she said, okay, bye, I'll see you in the morning. And I remember I just got to my apartment and I cried. I was like, what have I done? What am I doing right now? Like, why did I come here? And those first couple of weeks were very testing for me, but I think a lot of people feel that way. How did you and Sharon meet? Hello Talk. I met one of my best friends, my Korean best friend here on Hello Talk. I'm an artist and I want to join you. I would love that. I'll post on Instagram, please. Sorry guys, I'm trying to catch up. I want to get to all your comments. Bindling on Zigbang. Yeah, you shouldn't contact anyone as far as moving until like 3 weeks before. About 3 or 4 weeks, that's what I hear. Did you meet your friends because they're on YouTube, or was it more natural? Most of my friends are from YouTube. Just because I feel like YouTube is such a big part of my life. So when I have a friend that relates to that, it's so much easier to like maintain the friendship, because if I'm like, hey, do you mind if I vlog when we're together? They're like, yeah, sure. But also I do have some friends that don't do YouTube, and that's totally fun too. Do you speak in Korean with your Korean friends, or do they speak English? It's like 85% English, 15% Korean. We'll just murmur random stuff to each other in Korean. Do you have friends that came from the USA? I do have a couple friends here. Sorry guys, I'm so behind on the chat log. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad. Where are you from in the US? I'm from North Carolina. I'm actually from England, but then I moved to America when I was 8. How did you get your furniture? I ordered it online. What is this stuff next to me on the table, you asked? Oh, okay. If you guys have been here, you've already heard me talk about this, so sorry if I'm repeating myself. But this is actually my skincare box. We did a restock just a few hours ago. We only have about, I think, 50 units for this next restock. If you guys remember back in the early summer, I launched a beauty skincare box. I used to have really bad acne scarring. Even makeup wouldn't cover it up. And I was able to find a combination of products, and the brand was able to give me really good discount so that you guys could get it for way cheaper. My first box was about $60, and I know that was a little expensive for some of you guys that you couldn't get it. So I negotiated, and what we did is we're launching the box again with just 3 products instead of 6. So it's half the price, and shipping is only like $6. It takes 3 days, even if you're in America, Canada, England, and there's add-ons. So if you want, you can add on other things to your box for a little bit extra, but you don't have to. You can get my 3 essentials for really cheap. So yeah, that's what this is. That's why I have it right here, because I relaunched it a few hours ago. Do you love plastic surgery? No, I don't. But I think it's great. Like, if you want to do it, then do it. But I'm good. I don't want anything else done to me. Did you choose the house, or did your manager? When you move to Korea, most likely they will have the house picked out for you already. If you're already living in Korea, then you can go and get your own house, and they can usually give you like a housing voucher. As a foreigner, can you vote in Korea? I can vote for the US election living here, but I can't vote for the Korean election. Did you have an English accent when you were younger? I did. So how did you get this loft? So I moved into my school's shoebox apartment. I lived there for a couple months, and then I got my own realtor, and I saved up my own money, and I got this place. That was probably one of my most memorable moments in Korea, was like getting this place and being like, holy shit, I'm adulting. You could be a great corporate salesperson. Thank you. I lived in Northampton. Thank you, Lillian. I will check my DMs later. Where would you live in Korea if you had no money limit? Probably Jeju. Jeju is so beautiful. I would love to have like a summer house on Jeju. Whole process time of moving to Korea. I got back from Korea, my vacation here, in early June, and I moved here mid-August. So it took me about 2.5 months to do everything. Of course I pay taxes, yes. When you get paid, do they pay you American or Korean money? When you're teaching, they pay you in Korean money. Language apps, I love Rosetta Stone. Talk to Me in Korean is great, and Hello Talk is also good. I have a feeling you're gonna be rich in 5 years. Can we keep up those vibes, please? So when I moved to Korea, I already had savings, and that's how I was able to do a deposit on this house. How often do you contact your family in the US? I text my mom every day. Every single day. I love texting her. Do you believe in the law of attraction? I do. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I think like once you have an image in your head, if you know you can do it, like you obviously have to put forth action, but it's crazy. If you believe in yourself, it's actually crazy all that you can do. But you have to like actually believe in yourself. You can't be like, oh, I want to do that, but you gotta get rid of all the buts. Thank you, Jenny. That's so sweet. Really, such a sweet comment. We need a dating life update. There is no updating. I've been so busy with like just doing videos and maintaining friendships that I've not been interested in dating. I love Korean Englishmen. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing your experiences of moving to Korea. That is so sweet. Thank you, Crystal. And I get a lot of comments like that, but really, I want you guys to know that you're a huge motivation for me. Huge. I wouldn't be making nearly as many videos or be as motivated if it weren't for you guys. So it works both ways. Do you want to live in other countries? Maybe. I'm just so happy with living here right now. So we'll see. How long does it take to get from Seoul to Jeju? I would think about 2 hours, maybe a little less. It takes an hour from Busan to Jeju, so, and Busan is closer. Do you not feel scared while living alone? I don't. I really don't. Like Korea, I feel so safe here. Like, I feel so safe. I also have a doorman at my apartment, so I feel like people wouldn't do anything in here, and there's cameras everywhere, and also this isn't apply for everyone, but some people here are a little scared of dogs, and I feel like walking around alone at night, like Cleo is my guard dog, even though she's tiny, people don't come near us sometimes because they'd be scared. Korean guy told me, oh gosh, to do tteokbokki. That is so funny. I don't know what he means, girl. Sorry, guys, 1 second. What furniture are you taking to Seoul? That's a good question. I don't think anything. Really, I don't think I'm going to bring anything. I'll probably bring my rug. Probably, because I love that rug so much. But I want to downsize my bed. I want a little bit of a smaller bed. The place I'm thinking about moving into, it has a kitchen island, so there's no point in me having a table, because it would just take up space, in my opinion. So probably. Do you have any Muslim friends? I actually do. My mom said they're killing Americans. That's not true. Was the guy actually wanted to eat tteokbokki with you? What is the poke style, guys? Can someone clarify that? Namaste. How did you like the gem seal? Okay, you guys are so cute for remembering that. I love gem seal. The only thing though is, so it's a little bit, I mean, it's very close to Gangnam, which I like. And I really liked the area of gem seal. Like, I loved how green it was over there, and I loved all the shopping and stuff. But it was like, to get from Gemsil to the middle between, like, because like Seoul, right? You got Gangnam, and then you got the river, and then Hongdae up here. Gemsil is over here. To get to like the middle of Hongdae and Gangnam, that's like a whole 50 minutes. Like, that's a whole hour right there. So I would rather just be in the middle of Gangnam and Hongdae. So that location wasn't ideal, unfortunately. I don't want to live in Gangnam though. It's too busy. I feel like overwhelmed when I'm there for like 5 minutes. I'm like, y'all, I gotta go home. Seriously. Favorite place to visit in Korea? I think Gangwon. So pretty. 3 things you want in a future partner. Oh, that's such a sweet question. Has to be funny. Has to be like laid back. Like, don't be all like stuck. Like, not yeah, don't be stuck up, but don't be like uptight, you know? And be generous. Shit. I'm a female. Be generous. I ain't even gonna try and hide it. I'm not like a gold digger, okay? Like, no, but I don't want a man that's like stingy. Ew, that's such a turnoff when guys are stingy. I understand like being stingy in a new relationship because you don't know like if you're gonna keep the woman. But okay, if I'm married to you, you better, you know, you better get me treats. Is that like a shitty thing for me to say? Hi, Annie. Yes, I do know her. I love her videos. Wow, Zoe, you've been on here for so long. Thank you guys for being so active. This is probably like my most fun live stream. That's so embarrassing that he left the restaurant. So embarrassing. I will say, I went on a date a while ago, and it was a very nice place. It was our first date, and the bottles of wine were not cheap, girl. I'm talking like minimum $150 per bottle. And there was a split second, and I was like, please tell me he's not going to get up and leave, and he didn't. So I was like, oh my God. He ordered the bottle of wine, so that was good. Yes, me and Erna, we had a collab. You made a snack because you made me hungry. Please meet up with Hoji Sarah. I should hit her up. She seems so cool. I've never met her though. Do you like soju? I have a love-hate relationship with soju. Honestly, I think I like drank so much soju one month that I just don't even crave it now. Like the other night, I was at my friend's house and they were drinking soju, and I was like, no. Happiest childhood teenage memory. Childhood memory, I think summers, just like at my friend's house and like pool, summer pool days when you're a kid are like the best things ever. High school memory, like teenage memory, is just like breaking rules with my friends. I'm not proud of that. We didn't do anything like crazy, but I just mean like, skipping like the last period of high school and being like, I'm so cool. Oh, getting my car when I turned 18. I went to a school that like most people got a car when they were like 16, and I worked my little booty off and I got my car on my 18th birthday. So, what is the nightlife like in Korea? I forgot, to be honest. I don't go out much anymore just because of COVID. When did you decide to move to Korea? When I was on the plane ride back from Korea. I came here on vacation. Cleo! Oh, stretch, Cleo. You guys are so sweet to Cleo. Stretch, Cleo, stretch. How does Cleo find it in Korea? She really likes it. I think she loves city life. Cleo! Cleo! This is Cleo's new toy. Cleo! Look, she's so uninterested. Cleo! 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 She's like, Mom, it's past my bedtime. She's a grandma. Oh, we're going on a meetup, a min pin meetup in a few days. We're gonna meet like 5 other mini pins, and I'm really excited. Bye, Victoria. Thank you so much for coming. You're so sweet. Yeah, soju I feel like is way stronger than tequila. Maybe they're the same, like actually chemically, but like dang, it hits hard. Mother, it is midnight. You're right, it is midnight. Are you confident in yourself? Sometimes I definitely have insecurities and stuff that I'm working on. Would you ever do a meet and greet? I would love to. Love, love, love that. I'm so jealous of people that have that do like store openings and stuff because they can meet their fans from all over the world. No, we haven't met up before, but I should definitely text or hit her up on Instagram. My guilty pleasure is mommy vloggers who clean. Oh, I love. Okay, I would definitely do like a big moving compilation for sure. Do you have health insurance? Yes, I do. It's about $100 every month. And from the surgery I had on my back the other day in the States, it would have probably cost about 500 maybe or 600, and it was only 100 here. So I strive to be independent. Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Anna. Yeah, I literally decided to move to Korea on the airplane right back. I was like, what can I do to get back here? At first, I was like, should I be a flight attendant? And I was like, I was kind of an idea, which I don't know. I that's kind of like something I always fantasize about in a way, like being a flight attendant. I would love to try that one day, but whenever the time would be right, I guess. When you move to be a teacher, can you bring a pet? You just have to talk to your school about it. How long will 2-week quarantine happen for? I personally see it happening until next summer. Like, I could see it, bye, thank you for coming. I could see it being a thing until, like, May or June. And I think even after the 2-week quarantine, I think they're gonna do something where, like, you have to come and quarantine for a day and then get, like, a rapid COVID test or something like that. How are the vets in Korea? I've only been to one vet here, but she is amazing. Like, amazing. So sweet. How is it living in Hawaii? Would you live there again? That's probably the only other place I could live besides Korea, Hawaii. Or I could live in Colorado too. I think there is a right way to eat with chopsticks, but I don't know. I just do what's comfortable for me. I'm not really sure what's the right way. Why do you want to move? Just for a change, I think. Oh, there's so many stray cats. So many. Literally stray cats everywhere. It's quite sad. But what's nice is most of them are fed. I think there's a lot of locals in the neighborhood that feed the cats. Would you ever want to go back to the UK or visit? Yes, I would love to visit UK. I miss it quite a lot. I have like an itch to go to Italy. What time is it? It's 12:30 already. Guys, this is so much fun. Have you ever regretted moving to Korea? No. There's been times that I've wondered what I would be doing if I stayed in America. Obviously, I can be curious about that, but I really do think this was like the right decision for me. And I feel really lucky because I know some people come here and they realize it wasn't the right decision. And that's the risk you take with moving anywhere. It's anything you do in life, there's risks, like going to college or getting married. I don't know. It's definitely hard to be away from your family, but I think technology helps a lot. Can you take one and claim it to be yours? Will you get in trouble? I don't think you would get in trouble. I think a lot of people do that, but I don't know how happy the cat would be because I think a lot of stray cats get like acclimated to that kind of life. So I think if you would want to rescue, it would be better to rescue from a shelter because like those are cats that are waiting for a home, you know? But yeah, anyways, if you answered a question on here and I didn't answer, send me a DM on Instagram and I will try to answer in my next segment, Q&A segment in my blog. But I'm going to go ahead and log out for the night because it is 12:30 a.m. here. This was so much fun though. It always goes by so fast. And I hope you guys enjoyed my little mukbang. I'm proud of myself that we didn't make any explosions. First time using my new little hot pot thingy. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. What was my hair doing? Oh look, Cleo popped up to say goodnight. She is such a trip. As I said, box is restocked. If you have any questions about it, shoot me an Instagram DM, or if it's something technical, you can email Soul Guide Medical. I love you guys so much. Let's do more live streams, please. This was so much fun. I think this was like the best live stream I've ever had. I love you. I'll talk to you guys soon. And I uploaded a new video yesterday. So if you didn't see it, go check it out. And I'm going to upload a new video tomorrow morning for you guys. So, yeah. All right. Love you guys. I will see you next time. Thank you for everything. Bye.